But why and under what conditions does this happen? The cities of Cairo, Egypt, and El Alto, Bolivia provide some clues. While the more proper term for Cairo would be transformed, I just found the place away from me. As Egypt's markets liberalized in the 60s and 70s, and large numbers of people migrated to the capital, the state was unable and or unwilling to handle the new urban context. As a result, people went around the rules, rendering visible their capacity to remake space. Cairo has been turned into a true collage city. And while I originally thought this was some new great democratic city physically manifested, I quickly realized that it was just the opposite. Average people resort to what one Egyptian scholar referred to as quiet encroachment, a silent, protracted, pervasive advancement of ordinary people without clear leadership, ideology, or structural organization on the property and powerful in order to survive. But while the theoretical context may be described as muted, the resulting spatial condition is loud, very loud. On the edges, unregulated and unplanned informal settlements are growing at incredible rates, creating an extraordinary built form. In Manshiat Nasser, the Zamalin, who pick up garbage from the city, use their unfinished buildings to store this garbage that will eventually be sorted and sold. In Giza, as Natalia mentioned, where building on agricultural land can fetch 10 to 12 times more money, the transformation of fields into buildings has been happening incrementally without any planning or regulations, forming incredibly engaging, yet at the same time, devastating spaces. The craziest thing about all of this is precisely what Natalia talked about, speculation. With this intense quest for space, one would think that there just isn't enough housing. But the opposite is true. The truth is that there's plenty of housing. Owners are holding spaces for more profit in the future, and many of the new developments that Natalia talked about have a 75% vacancy rate. Regardless, these transformations have very real effects on people's lives. In Ian El Sira, where user transformations have rendered the original public housing buildings virtually unrecognizable, Hababa and her family found a way to generate stable income by enclosing a balcony and adding on space to support a computer repair business. While Cairo's transformations were very much a form of individual resistance, El Alto, Bolivia could be considered an entire city of collective resistance. The city, which was once part of La Paz, is situated at a height of 13,500 feet on the rim of the rural Altiplano. El Alto is extraordinary in a number of realms. It is largely an indigenous city, with the majority of the inhabitants being Aymara Indians coming from former rural villages. It is also a strategic, powerful city in the country, a stronghold supporting Bolivia's Aymara president, Evo Morales. It has been a key player in the recent passage of the new constitution. Additionally, the city has been host to several large-scale protests of neoliberal policies, bringing down multiple earlier presidents.